Well, thanks for coming back to watch Fall of the Samurai, Shogun Total War. I've made some notes because this is going to be a bit of an administrative video, this one, I suspect. You never know, it's probably going to be full of battles now I've said that. Okay, I've decided that I need to get these units out of here, these two, and I want to get them over to... In fact, I was going to... Can I do them in one move, two moves, or what? Yeah, I can, I think. I want to get them into Heisen, there. And I think the quickest way to do that is definitely going to be over land, isn't it? So, yeah, okay, let's move them over to there. I've checked everything out in that these here are... will they be able to reach in one move? I hope so. Look at that, it's close, isn't it? Not too sure if they can quite get there. They should be able to, shouldn't they? I wonder if there's anything else they can go through before they get there, but no, nothing. Okay, so that's that one. Like I said, I've worked everything out, so we should be able to get all this working. So, Higo, which is... where is it? The next one that I've sorted out, which is over here, that's right. Now, this one, I'm going to disband two of these, because they're not, you know, specially chevroned or anything like that, and they're costing me a packet of money, so I'm going to get rid of those. And again, like I said, these are a lot happier, these places. I'll show you. See, it's because it's 13.8% pro-emperor, and the rest is now independent. And of course, we're on well, I mean, we're yellow there now, having disbanded those two, and this isn't changing. It's staying on -1. Presumably, when that gets to about a 10% factor, then this will become it'll become nothing at all, or I don't know. But anyway, we're on the way, aren't we? So, right, okay. Now, over in Heisen, that's over here, I want to disband... oh no, I don't. I want to send 4 of these good quality troops over here to this port. Now, I think that means this goes red. Now, I don't think it matters too much that it goes red, because it should be on a -2 if I've done my sums right. Yes, it's on a -2. In fact, I could send him over as well, I think. Let's do that now. Do you know, I've just had a thought. Instead of sending those two over there, it might just be worth recruiting 2 more. They're 76 each, aren't they? Well, no, about 170 for those two. How much is it to recruit? It's got to be more than that, surely. 170, and it's these cost 486. Oh no, it's cheaper to send the troops over, isn't it, I think, than to do that. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so I'll wait. Now, over in Tsukushi, it's over here, I want to disband... Actually, can they reach? No. Actually, they could have reached more lightly, you know, than these here. I think it might be worth, instead of disbanding a Tsukushi unit, sending it over to there instead, and then disbanding these. You see, I'm not convinced they're going to be able to reach, but these here do look like they can get there, don't they? So him, for instance, is what... He's definitely going to get there. I think it might be better if I just disband those and then move these over instead. So, okay, so what I'm going to do then is get rid of those two, just disband those two. I did think I'd worked all this out, but never mind. Okay, so no reinforcements going over there now, but if I now move out from here from Tsukushi, I was going to disband from here. I'll move, 2 of these over? Right, okay. Now, hopefully, they're going to be able to make it next turn. Yeah, that... See, they've much more chance of getting there, haven't they? I'm pretty sure they have. So those 2 over to there. And then Buzen. Now I was going to disband 2 from Buzen, but what I'm going to do instead, let's find out how negative these are. These are now just on -1, aren't they? So if I just send 1 over to there, that should do the trick, shouldn't it? So let's send 1 of these. Okay, over to there. Now Buzen is okay. I was going to disband I was going to disband 2 units from Busan actually, so they must be okay. Let's have a look how they're... Yeah, they're still on +1, aren't they? So let's get rid of one of the others. Yep, okay, so they're alright. Tsukushi is now okay. 2 on the way over to that. That's better than what I planned. It is. So, because I think that'll work now. Okay, now... where is it? Not there. Further down, further down. Down here somewhere. Bungo, there you go. So, Bungo, I'm going to get my 3 units on here, onto the ships, because this place is happy, and these units are good for stabilising places at a cheaper price than the Republican infantry or the Republican Guard. So, over in Busan... Oh, that's strange. Let's just have a quick check of that again. Oh, I thought I'd planned this. Now, it's still -2, isn't it? It's not going down. Well, not quite yet. It should be going down again fairly soon, I would have thought. So, I'm going to take 3 of my infantry out of here, because they're better infantry. I'm going to put those onto these ships here. Okay, those from down the bottom, Bungo, they're going to be the ones that replace the 3 that I've taken out of there. So that's the general plan anyway. So, right, now, let's see if I can find the next place I'd planned. Hyuga. Now these, I can take all of these out of here. So these are going to go onto the ships, and these are going to form an army. Okay, see that place? It's still green, so that's fine. Doing all of this because I feel now as though I've got control of the sea now that enemy flotilla has been sorted out. Okay, now down to... I think I wanted to go down to here next. Oops, too far. Oh, up to here. No, that's not it. Further down. Nope, can't find it. Let's find it on here. See, like I said, I checked all of these out to save time, so I've written down the names of them, the ones that I can take troops from where. So let's go and find it. Here it is. No, that should have been easier to find, shouldn't it? I'd forgotten I was still on this side, really. I thought I'd dealt with all the ones on this side. So, right, over here I'm going to disband the horse. Don't need that one. But the general... put him onto a ship, and again I don't really need the ships over here. Put him onto this one. Okay. Right, now that ship there, that's going to go to Busan. I don't think I can leapfrog with others along there. No, I can't. So, okay. Over to the Busan port, which is there. Okay. And where are we? Ship to Busan. Now, the Hugo ship, Huga, could call it the Huguenot, couldn't we, the ship? Right, the Huga, which is here, this ship. Now this one, I want it to go to Bungo, and then it'll swap with this one here. That's probably the best way to do it, isn't it? In fact, I could just leave it outside actually and get picked up from here, because I'm pretty sure that one can reach. So, pretty sure it can. Let's get it to... It should be able to get into there, shouldn't it? Yeah, I'll put it to there. Okay. Now this Bungo ship, along with its troops, that should be able to get to here. Let's see if it will. So that one out of there first. Yeah. just thinking about what to do with these ships afterwards. Ah, we'll sort that out in a minute. What to do with the troops rather when they get up there. So let's go into here first. I think, yes. Okay, and then the ship with the least movement can go into the port again, and the ship with the most movement, that one can come all the way over to here to this port. Now this one, I don't know which way I'm going to go with those. I think I want to go this way, don't I, really? I certainly want... I've got a note on here saying send them north, so I think it's going to be over that way, doesn't it? If I aim sort of towards Iwami, that I think should be the way to do it. So if I'm going to do ships all the way into here, it's probably the way to do it, actually. Actually, I could just leave them outside. Just say... No, they've got to go in. I've remembered now, because some of these troops are going to swap, aren't they, with those over there, so... Right, okay, so those into there. And then I should be able to take from here the 3 that were taken from there and straighten that place up with a bit of luck. Yep, that's gone yellow, that's excellent. Right, now this here with all of these troops on, should be able to pick somebody else up really, shouldn't I, as well, but I don't know. What if I can get some from here? See, Nagato is green as well, isn't it? That's got 5, that's on 5. That's pretty good actually. I could move to that port and pick some up from there as well. I wonder if I should do that. Thinking time, maybe. I wonder. See, if I go to that... Actually, they can't get there anyway, can they? Let's have a look, see what the others can do. Right, so there's that one and there's that one. So this one needs to pull out of there. Well, this one, I wonder if I had any plans for Nagato or Nagato, whatever. I'll send those a different way. I'll send those south via Suo. I think that's what I originally intended to do anyway, so that's probably the right thing to do. So let's get these then coming up towards... well, I said north, but I think really I need to come all the way over here, don't I? Perhaps... perhaps really all the way over to here, you know. Is there anything I can pick up in Iwami? There is actually, isn't there? They're on a +1 though. They're not too far away, are they, from moving along? And that might actually be the one that's on 0 tax anyway, isn't it? Because one of them is 0. No, that's the one with spears in, I remember. It must be this one further up here. Okay, well, let's just get them moving towards Iwami for now, and then we'll figure something out in a moment. So, not that one, that one, that one. Right, okay. Towards Iwami. Where's the Iwami port? Is there an Iwami port? Yes, there is. It's there. Okay. Now, this ship into here. Not that it really matters now, because I think I've got the ports fairly well covered, which is good news. Now, those Iwami ships, seem to have loads of them up here, don't I? What have I got here? Yeah, I've got all these, haven't I? Actually, you know, I could pick those up. I might do that. Let's get that cavalry, because I need cavalry up front as well, actually. Up at the front line, I should say. So get those up to there. I don't think there's a gunboat in there. I think they're proper battleships, those that I've captured or whatever, or just repaired. I'm not too sure, but yeah, they're half decent. I mean, one of them is 26. That's really good, isn't it? So, right, now they could go on up to there and pick those troops up, but how far they'd be able to go there and back there, I'm really not too sure. I'm going to go for it anyway. Okay. Right, now the gunboat, this one here, that should be able to step out of there Yep, that's one of the good features, so I can now move these guys with the army on, and we'll get these guys over towards, I don't know, east somewhere. Over towards the front line, which is, oh, that's a little bit too front line, I think. Over to here, perhaps, where these are. In fact, I might just send those back, actually, to meet them. Probably means these are going to get bombarded by somebody, doesn't it? But I think it's probably a good thing to do. You know, because I can then meet those ships. If there are any threats around, I can still pick those troops up, can't I? So he'll probably get retreated into this port, won't he? So I can still go and pick them up. So I'm going to send those back. We're not behaving offensively over here anyway. The intention really is to hold this area now. We're approaching winter, so if the enemy wants to go on to a campaign attacking, then that's up to them. There's still, oh, hang on, a little bit further. There's still what is it? An army around here somewhere. Oh, I should have told you, by the way, between videos, what I decided to do was I did distract the geisha. It just happened first time, so that was really, really lucky, and it meant this army did not get involved in that battle there, so I just took the place. The idea is that he's going to have to come and fight me next turn, isn't he? I lost some troops taking this. It was a very, very long, tedious battle, because I was continually inspiring the guns and their firing and stuff, you know, and he had a lot of men, you know, so I don't know why I've only got 15 in there. That's not right, is it? 15? No, it must be 151. No, it can't be 151. I don't quite understand that, because it says, yeah, turns until replenished. 9 turns. Yeah, they went down to 15. Good grief, I don't remember anything going down as low as that. But anyway, point is that it did. He had a very large army in there, of course, and some of it was Republican infantry, and I didn't have ammunition that would last forever, so anyway, so I'm hoping now with these depleted forces here, it'll encourage him to come and attack me. If not, I will simply next turn, because remember he's already what's the word, I don't know, enchanted or something like that. He's distracted, that's the word, by the geisha, so he should be stuck there, shouldn't he? So I've got an attack on him next turn, albeit with some depleted troops, but I think we'll still sort him out. So right, okay, now in going down, I think it's around here somewhere next. No, I know what I wanted to do next. I wanted to do the islands, because these islands have had troops on them for a long time, and this one was hard to settle at first, I seem to remember, but now it's perfectly fine, so I'm just going to delete those. It's something like a +7 on there or something, you know, so no worries about that. The only worry is, of course, if the enemy land any troops on there. So okay, so disband on there, and down on go to island. I'm taking a bit of a risk here, because he could sneak ships through, so it is definitely a risk. And I'm going to disband this one on here as well. Basically because I want to maximise the amount of money that I'm going to get in taxes. We're up to 5,900 and something, approaching 6,000. It was 4,800 or 5,011 or something like that. So we saved nearly 1,000 by doing that, or rather we've improved our chances next turn of earning an additional 1,000. That's the thing. So okay, now there is another island down here, I think, somewhere. Yeah, Tanegashima. Now again, I'm going to risk disbanding these units. And if you look on here now, you should see I'm well over the 6,000. It was just under 6,000 before, so we're well over it now. 183 over, so things are improving a little. It's because my money's going down, and I can't afford to build anywhere, any of the places that I take, so I want to keep my cash in hand, you see. So right now, I think now I'm up to this other island that I took over here. Yep, I worked out I could disband 3 units on here. Easy enough to work out which ones those are going to be. All the ones that aren't special. Okay, so that now takes us to yellow, which is good, and we should be up to almost 6.5. Yes, we are. So things are improving well. Now, down here in Tosa, I think Tosa's down here, yes it is. I want the general. I'm going to get him to move over land actually, because I've got plenty of time for him to get wherever he needs to go. So we'll move the general over to Awaji. Awaji is going to become a little bit of an anchor point, because an axle point if you like, you know, because, well, really a launching pad I suppose, because we're going to be sort of launching into these areas here, aren't we? So I think Awaji is going to be quite an important place to have. So okay, and then what I'd like to do is just disband the troops in here. Okay, yeah, it is turning out to be a bit of an administrative one, this, isn't it, I'm afraid. There's another one around here somewhere where I can disband. There, Hour. Okay, and in Hour I can get rid of another unit. Okay, I could have done all this off camera, but I think people get the idea of what I'm going to do, so they can always fast forward through it if they wish. But some people want to see what changes have been made, so they know exactly what's going on the map. So that's why I'm putting it in. Really, it's I can't. Well, you at your end can't add stuff in. You can always take it out just by skipping, can't you? So that's probably the best way to do it for now. Sanuki over here. I've got a horse unit here I can use. I like these horses. You see that one there? It's got improved accuracy, superior accuracy, whatever you want to call it. So that one there, I think I want him to go to Awaji as well, towards that launching pad. So it's a case of getting rid of troops we don't need, using the better ones for attacks that I'm going to plan for the future. And over in Awaji, I think I've got troops in here I don't really need. Let's get rid of a couple of these. So yeah, okay, because I'm going to be putting better troops in there, aren't I? So get rid of those. Can I get rid of 2? I think I can. I think yes, I worked it out. Okay, now over in Bungo, which is over, not there, that's Busan. Over here, no it isn't. Where is it? Bungo, there it is. Right, okay. Now, Bungo. I've got the wrong place. I've left a note for myself about moving troops from Bungo. I've got the wrong place. Ah, I'm thinking bingo. Yes, bingo. Okay, so we'll get one of these units out of here. Where's he going? Right, we'll shift him in a minute. One unit from here into Bichu. I think. Yep, so that's still on green. Right, oh, it won't go in. I wonder. Right, Bichu infantry join the gun. Then I want them to go down here to this port or that port. I'm not too sure which port. Maybe I'll just move them. Where am I going to take him? I thought I wanted him to go east, but my notes here don't make any sense. Okay. Right, here's what I'm going to do. Let's move the gun first. Put him in there first. That's probably the best thing. Right, get those there, out of there, over towards Harima eventually. I think that's where the gun was originally intended to go to, wasn't it? Now that's probably gone red now, it has. Can they move in there? He move in there, rather. No, he can't. Well, it's only -1, so we better hope he can get in there next turn. I'm sure he will be able to. Just give him the instruction just in case. Right, okay. Now there is a place where I want to build. I think it's one of these up here. There. Now this is one that's got a construction slot. See, this is why I've been saving the money, really. So, yeah, so I want a police station in there, and this as well. What's that? A gambling den. Well, we'll get that as well because that's only going to help, isn't it? I think so. Okay. Okay. Just thinking about what these might do and what might happen next. I suppose somebody's just going to bombard that port, aren't they, while I'm trying to upgrade it or whatever. Anyway, Nagato. Still haven't dealt with those, have I? Over here. Now these here, I think I can get them all out. I'm pretty sure I can. Get those to Suo. Yep, get them all out. Phew, I'd forgotten if I'd worked that out or not. Why won't they go into there? Come on, I'm sure you can. Can I take... I can. Let's get 3 of those out of there and get them onto the ships. Now, still yellow. That's good news. Right, can I invite him in or something?
Sorry, sir, but we cannot.
Right. God, loads of them, aren't there? I'd forgotten I brought so many. No, they're not going to do it, are they? They're not going to do it. Okay, well, let's get these guys then. The final intention is to get them down to here anyway, so I think I might as well just move them down there now. Okay, so they'll be on there next turn. We'll just have to suffer that one then. Now these have got a spare unit as well. I've made a note. Oh, horse. We'll have the horse. The horse I kept, if you remember, because I wanted to be able to... well, I don't know, if anybody tried sieging anywhere or whatever, or you know, then I'd be able to get over and relieve the siege. I think that's the main idea behind that. Now, the Bicho fleet. I've got a fleet somewhere. Why am I going all the way over here? This isn't where Bicho is at all, is it? I've only just been to Bicho. Is it down here? It's not down there at all. There it is. It's called Bichu, I think. That's what it is, Bichu. Sounds like something a dog would say. Bichu. Now then. Now let's get this fleet out of here. Down, say, to this crossing here. Ah, shouldn't they be replenishing or something? Nothing to attack, is there? I think they should be replenishing. So let's bring these up to here for now. Oh no, not him. Not that one. Right, okay. That was a bit silly, wasn't it? Right, okay. And then these guys here, I think they're due to repair, you know. Pretty sure they are. That's which one we go to. I think I might go here actually. Because if I'm already blocking this pass here, not that it's a pass, but you know what I'm saying. Straits, I think you call them, wouldn't you? At sea. So look at this one. Pretty sure these were still needing repair. Well, it's only 358. I think I probably decided not to do that, you know. But anyway, I'm doing it now, so at least they'll be fully up to speed, won't they, when the time comes. Now, I think I just need to move my spies and my geisha now. Ah, no, there was one other place where I could get another police station or whatever. Where is it? I think it's one that I've taken recently. Begins with an M. Right, I'll have to note for myself, if you can afford building work, do it. Right, I think, yeah, look, there it is. Well, let's have a police station in there then as well. Right, okay, that's on yellow at the moment. I'm not even sure it needs a police. It doesn't really need anything, does it? Well, actually, it's going to improve. Ah, right, that's why. Look at that. It's going to... No, predicted -5. It's going down. It was -6. Resistance to foreign invaders. What about the other one, though? The... no, I think that's it, isn't it? This one. Yeah, look, it's going from -1 to -2. Yeah, and that will creep up every turn, so I need the police station there, don't I, really? That's why I thought about doing that. That was the one. Right, okay, spies and geisha now, so let's have a look through all the spies and all the geishas. I need plenty of help down at the bottom, down in the south, until I get all my armies together, so I'm going to get geishas and spies to go that way. Well, perhaps just generally east, really, to be honest, but... east and downwards. So right, okay, this army here, not this army, sorry, well yes, this army is what I'm looking at, so let's see if I can get her to distract. 54%, see if we can improve her abilities a bit. Enemy army distracted, excellent news. Not that I'm too bothered about that. All I know is that he's not got a big enough army to be able to take me on here. So all he's going to do is going to attack these places, isn't it? And that's not good for me. Mind you, him being in my territory isn't bad, because that means he'll lose troops due to attrition. But anyway, okay, done that one. Let's have a look at this one. Now this guy, he needs to move east, really. I don't think they can move yet this turn, can they? I need to have a look at those, actually. Right, let's just sort of get him in this general direction of this force here, because I need to go and sort him out. But for now, let's have him travelling east, which is a general plan anyway. Right, I could have maybe got him to attack there, but never mind, done now. Right, okay, and working down, this geisha. She looks to be completely out of the way. I wonder where I can move her to be useful. See, really, to get anywhere near the action, she's either going north, where I've got plenty of troops and spies and geishas, etc. I'm going to send her this way. Of course, she's miles away from anything, isn't she? Maybe I should have sent her south. But never mind, done now. Okay, and... oh, foreign veteran. Now, where's he? Harima. Do I need a foreign veteran in Harima? Yes, I do, because he improves all this, doesn't he? Okay, and... foreign veteran has already... he's only part moved, that one, for some reason. Why would he only part move? Oh, it's me putting him onto... ah, did I do anything with those? I put them in the port, but I didn't move them, did I? Is it because of that? They're on -2. I'm moving somebody too there, aren't I? Yes, I am. Do you know, I completely forgot to move those. And I really need to get those out of there, don't I? Do you know what I should have done? I should have leapfrogged those across to here, and then over to there, to join that ship, and then go north with the others. That was a bit remiss. It really was. So, let's get that moving now then. Unless... am I going to be able to get some more out of here soon? No, there's nothing decent in there anyway, is there? So, let's get the navy over to here. And then swap with this navy. Okay. I think I might leave that one there, actually. It seems like a better position for it, actually, than over here. Just. In fact, I've got spare gunboats here, as I remember. I've got one there. Let's move him over then, to here. Okay. And, see, this I'm now into the territory where I haven't planned. Because I'd just completely forgotten about these. And didn't leave a note for doing anything further with them. So let's just move that one out a little. Let's move it out a little. Let's move it out a little. There you go. That's good. And then this one over Now, I think I can get all the way up to there. I think I'm going to do that, you know. That's probably the best thing. Okay, up to there, and then they can join with the rest of them. Do you know, I bet you they can't join up because they've both got armies on.
Leading the ship.
No? Perfect. Wait about a minute, what's going on there? Ah, I see. They're not on those. I thought it was those they were going to, and they're not, are they? Oh, blast. Right. Okay, they're going to have to catch up with those next turn. I thought that they'd actually reached them, but they haven't, have they? That's the one. Okay, we're going to have to go up piecemeal then, I'm afraid. If anything attacks, we'll just have to go and hide in harbours and things, I suppose. But I'm bringing my big fleet over to try and help them in, so I think that's probably about the best I can do for now, isn't it? Move a little bit closer if I can.
Not possible. We sail for glory.
Okay.
Ready for orders.
Well, let's see if he follows him. He should do, shouldn't he? Okay, I think that's about it, really. Moved all the geishas up. No, I didn't, actually. Didn't move them all. So I'll look down here. Harima. In fact, I think there might have been one that I was on. And that's what drove me up to that other place up in the north there. Okay, I don't want to move him. I'm happy with him being in that army. So this one down here, yep, he's on the ships. Yeah, that's what drove me to it, wasn't it? This one. Nagato. Do I need him in there? I don't think I do. But where do I need him? I was getting some people together around Suo and places like that, wasn't I? So what do I do? Just get him towards... God, he's got miles to go, hasn't he? Well, I think he's wasted there, so let's get him up here then. Okay. Which one was that? Was that this one? I think it was.
A nice glass of champagne, perhaps.
It would be nice if you'd flash to let me know you're moving or something. So that's that one. I don't know which one it is. It should show it as selected, shouldn't it? But it doesn't seem to be doing, or I can't see it anyway. So, I wonder if he's got... Do you think he's got... No, he hasn't. I was going to say, did something get in his way, but it hasn't done, has it? So, right, next. That one I'm happy with being there. Now, this is a geisha. Now, this geisha hasn't moved. No, I'm happy with her being there. I think I've gone further down towards the bottom, you know, actually. Maybe not. Yeah. I think, yeah, okay, I'm going to leave it there for those, because I think that's probably about it, isn't it? So, you never know, we might get a sea battle, and I'll get the chance to... Oh, I've forgotten the name now. What was the name? Of trying out that idea, you know, with the torpedo boats. I like the sound of that. You know, it's a bit like a land battle, isn't it? You know, you use your long-reach weapons to draw the enemy on, because they obviously want to close the distance, being combat troops, you know. So, right, we're looking for a battle here, aren't we? So... He can't move, so I'm going to go and get him next turn, so that's going to be good news. So let's see what happens then, hey? Whew, fingers crossed. That was a long one, wasn't it? 38 minutes just doing the admin stuff. Maybe I'll put a note on this video, actually, just saying mainly admin. Skip if you're not interested in admin stuff. Looks like he's just raided my town, doesn't it? Or whatever it is. That place. Hey? He just vanished. There was nowhere for him to hide there. He'd have had to move super quick to reach any trees. That is just... That was rapid. Did you see that? It was like he did a vanishing act. Assassination attempt. Yeah, I'm not interested really in those. I can always check them if I need to anyway. Mounting unrest. Bitu. Now, let's have a look at that one then. Is that the one my troops are nearly there too? Yes, it is, isn't it? These. Come on. Yeah. Is that enough to make them happy? Yes, it is. I've got another mounting unrest here. That's Bitu. What about this mounting unrest? Heathen. Right, okay. Now, this is the one where I was bringing troops across from Tsukushi, wasn't it? Yep. So. Okay, perfect. That's better, isn't it? It really is. That's straightened things out. Shinobi trait gained. Who's that one? Minus 2% the character's chance of being assassinated. A lucky escape is a good omen. So that's just a general trait, isn't it? It doesn't mean that he's... Ah, that was the assassination attempt, wasn't it? He's tried to assassinate this general. And what is he? Right. Yodo Shogunate. Shogunal or whatever. Right, okay. Clan destroyed. Clan destroyed. Matsui. That explains the army that vanished. They're destroyed. They only had 2 territories when I took their territory. So they only had 1 left at the end there. The Yodo, whatever, Shogunate people have obviously taken that last territory. Oh great, so now I'm robbed of my only opportunity for a battle. This is ridiculous, isn't it? I can't seem to get a battle for some reason. Why on earth can't I get a battle? Right, okay. This is madness. Right, okay. I stunted his army here, distracted him, is the word that I should be looking for, really. So maybe I'll do that again, I don't know. Build up the geisha's skills a little bit, I don't know. Well, really, I want to organise an offensive in all 3 of these places. Here, here, and perhaps even here, I don't know, but certainly in the middle of here. So it'll be here, here, and here. And then we'll arrange an offensive. You see, this is like a big sort of T thing. You see, it comes across here, almost, in fact worse, it comes all the way across here and then across there. So it sort of blocks that and forces people to go to Jima or Harima. So it's I think I'm fairly secure where I am there. But it would be nice to be able to get troops, 3 armies across there to just sweep across, wouldn't it? So anyway, maybe you can get something from Awaji as well going that way. But okay, I planned for some armies over here at Suo to go onto the ships, if you remember. It was those, and yes, they can reach, I hope. It better had do. Please don't say I have to go through the town to get them on the ships. Whew. Right, and these, they can go on. Should be able to. They're horse, aren't they? They're only similar sort of distance away that the foot were, so they should get on there. Yes, they have. And those there, they're okay. Good. Now, I should be able to just leapfrog those, really, all the way to Harima, I would have thought. Can't get that far. Okay, so if I bring them, say, up to here. Okay, and then get these to pick them up. Okay, now the ones with the least movement, that's these, into the port again, and then these here over to, I don't know, probably around about here somewhere, about there. Okay, and like I say, we're on the way to Harima, and we're not far away. There's Bison. Harima's only there. I think we're going to do this. I think we're going to do it. Now then. Over into there. Now. That one into the port. This one, can he go all the way? Yeah, all the way to Harima. In fact, I can just swap over. Mind you, I don't need to, do I? Because they... Anyway, okay, let's get those into Harima then. And then I'll perhaps pop this ship into there then, shall I? Think about it anyway. So, into Harima. No. No, I should be able to get these out of here. Not sure how much movement they've got. They don't seem to have any at all, do they? They have, though. Come on, into Harima. Nearly all the way there. Just nearly. Okay, one of those ships back to this harbour then, I suppose. That one? Why not? Into there. Okay, looking good. They're still on yellow. They need some poorer quality troops, really, don't they? And then we'll move these better ones across or disband them. Really not too sure, but I've got to do something about it because it's just a bit silly, really, that I'm having to tie up so many really good troops in there. Right, now. Where's the place? Okay, over here. Now these, yeah, these are all the troops around here, aren't they? I need to sort of pull these together with a general, because I don't suppose these are replenishing, are they? This is where his army disappeared, by the way. You know, his Matsui army just completely died, didn't it? I thought I had another army there. I thought I had 2 here together, and then 1 elsewhere. It's almost like one of my armies has disappeared. Or maybe they had orders to amalgamate themselves, so the 2 moved together, because I thought I had 2 separate ones here. Maybe not. Okay, I'm not sure if I can leave here though, that's the problem. +9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so I'll be -2. I have a feeling these only count as half. Can they all reach? Yes, they can. Let's see if there's poor ones in here that can reach to replace them, aren't there? And I think they can just about get in, can they? It's hard to tell, isn't it? Let's just do a quick swivel on there just to see if they can actually reach. No, they can't. You know, there's a little bit of red in there. They're actually not quite going to get there, I don't think. In fact, I can see 2 armies now. There are 2 there. What about that one? No, that's got a horse. That would definitely reach. In fact, tell you what, if I put those... In fact, if I do it the other way around... no. Do it that way round. Put those into there. Okay, they'll start to replenish now. That's really what I wanted. I just wanted a general replenishment of those troops. Now, I don't think... oh, let's swivel again. Okay. Now... I'm wondering if they... You see, I'm not even sure... They can't even go that way, you see. Look at that. They just stop, don't they? That is completely blocked. Nothing can get through there. Not unless, of course, it's going to come by sea. So, I don't think I want to tie up my guns in there, do I? So, let's get the guns moving across anyway to join up with these. I wonder if they can join on a road somewhere. Probably better if they do, isn't it? So, let's bring those over to here. Right. Now then. Yeah, you see, they can't... I bet you they can reach, you know. They do look now. So, no, not quite. Never mind. I was just thinking about replacing the troops with these, you see, but this place is going to get in mounting unrest, I think, if I'm not careful. Mind you, there was no warning about it last time, was there, in Inaba? Let's have a look. No, what am I talking about? Let's have a look. I'm not looking in the right place at all. There was no mounting unrest, was there? Maybe it's because we had enough men in there last time to stop... Oh, great. Why did I do that? Right, okay. I'm just thinking about leaving troops out of here, taking them all out, and then just... What happened then? I don't quite know what happened then. That's my other place. Yeah, they're the ones that are replenishing. I'm thinking about taking all of these out of here and joining them up with there, and then just sending the 2 infantry units back. But they won't be able to get there in one move. Can I suffer the fact that I'm going to... Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. So that's going to be 24, isn't it? 11 and 13, 24. General needs to come forward. You see, I'm going to have too many to amalgamate anyway. So I'm going to have to leave some behind because I can't join them up. In that case, what I'll do is I'll bring the guns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, I suppose. Do it that way and join those up. Let's see what happens when I do this anyway, that's the main thing. Oh, still brought too many. I know why. Okay, so I want all those to swap with these 2. Okay. Now,
Your orders, my lord.
At your service.
what's gone wrong? Something went wrong.
Ready
Those
for
guys
orders.
there, into here. Right. I want all those to swap with them. No, not them. Them and them. Why won't that work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Taking up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spaces. Oh, I didn't click the button, did I? I don't know.
Further orders.
No hope. There's no hope. Well, that's a full 20-man army now, so that's good news, isn't it? Back here, we're on green still. Only on a +1 though. So can those men reach? Big question.
March.
If they can, it'd be great news. No, they can't. Right, okay, well, I'm just going to leave that like that because I've got a full army there now, and they're all replenishing because they're all, you know, under a general, which is great news. Got massive artillery train like you've never known there. Look at the size of that. I wonder about maybe bringing the second general, because he can't really do anything there anyway, can he? I think I will, you know. I'll bring the second general over. I don't want to go too far. In fact, let's move these as far as they can first. In, I don't know what direction. This direction, perhaps. Say, I think just up to here, actually.
Destination reached.
Okay, and then I'll bring the general up in reserve, because the general can be inspiring my guns, can't he? You know, in other words, I'll bring 2 armies into the battles with all those guns there. That should be great news. So, what about these then? I think I can get those out, you know. Because I'm replaced. Now. How's this going to pan out? It's currently -3. It's going to become -4. Right, okay, so it's going to get worse anyway. So I'm going to need those extra troops in there anyway. So, am I constructing in here? Yes, I am. So eventually it'll start to turn, but it'll take a while. So, yeah, okay. I think I'll leave that like that. Now, where am I for everything else? I'd moved some. Maybe I should have left guns behind in Anata. I don't know. Anyway, okay. Well, nothing seems to have attacked my convoy here, and nothing's attacking my flotillas there. So we're looking fairly safe at the moment, aren't we? That one there just needs to go into a port, doesn't it? But this one can move up. Now there were 2 next to each other. Is it just that one? Yeah, it's that one, isn't it? There. So. I think I've got time, you know. If I just join those up,
Moving on.
I don't think that'll be a bad thing. Join those up into there, but I don't need all of them. I can take the gunboat out and put it down here, couldn't I? Yep. Okay. And then my army's now on here. So it's building up to be something a little bit nicer now, and obviously there's a general up there. Well, I'm moving him now, of course, but it's not a bad idea to keep the general nearby. So, okay, bring those over. Anything around here? Any enemy ships coming in from above or whatever? I can't see any. I say above, I mean from the north. I don't suspect for one moment he's flying them in. Actually, flying ships has been known. Anything around there? Nothing, is there at all? So I'll just go a little bit forward of these ships here, just to keep them protected. Yeah, they're well under my wing, aren't they?
Setting sail, sir.
Let's see, yeah, I could even go a little bit further.
Moving on.
Yep. Okay. Do you know, I just heard like a blast, like thunder. Oh, that doesn't mean it's going to rain. I've got loads of woodwork outside that's all just freshly varnished, you know, that I desperately don't want to get rained on. Right, they're just in range, aren't they? So they should be okay. Right, so that's the northern one moved, and the southern fleet. I'm surprised we can't attack something, really, to be honest, down here. Yes, look at that. What can I attack them with? Anything I like. I think I might play with those torpedo boats. What have I got in here? Oh, they're pretty. They're poor ships, though, aren't they? Mind you, I've got a 26 in there, so that's pretty good. what is that, 126? I can't reach anywhere with those. Oh, what a nuisance. They can't reach either. I think it's got to be these then, has it?
Ready, sir.
They can, oh, nothing can reach. I can't actually attack with anything. How annoying. Right, okay. I think what I will do then, because I can see through this area here, I think, I'll block up this area here with my ships. So I'll take these out and put them up, say, to here. Yep. Come on. Right, and then I'll take these
Ready for orders.
and say block up here. Now I think that should mean that I've got the whole of this almost covered. You see, they're almost too close to each other, aren't they? That one, somebody can get round just the tip of there, but they've got a long way round to do that, aren't they? These are just that little bit too close together, aren't they? But I think, can they actually move? Yeah, they can. What a pain. I could do with a constricted area where we can catch him out, you know, somewhere. If that was an area, it would be really good, but it isn't, so stop whinging. Okay, well, look, I'm going to put a warning on this one, saying no battle on this one, just administrative stuff. So, if there are people that just don't want to watch the administrative stuff, or they'd just rather fast forward through it all and not put the sound on, then that's entirely up to them, isn't it, really, I suppose. So, right, okay, well, if he enters my territory next turn, then we'll have a sea battle. Now one thing I haven't done, another, I don't know if you call it administrative or not, but I haven't yet prevented him from coming here, and I think really I need to go in there and destroy some armies rather than rather than let him come and start attacking little bits of territory. So let's distract him again then, if we can. 54%, it's looking good. Failed this time, oh dear, that's not good. Right, I think that probably means that he's going to come out and attack me this time then, along there. He's going to attack one of these areas, isn't he? I wonder, you know, if it's worth me bringing an army out. You see, that, I think, has got that covered. That would, if I say move to there, it might just prevent him from attacking there, and I could cover that area as well. And he might just want to come out and attack me in the open. You never know your luck, dear. So, okay, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do next time. You know, sort of who's going to move where and what and how, so that I'm not spending too much time thinking about where everything's going to move to. Now, the Suo ships, they got all the way to Harima, didn't they? So I don't need to worry about those. Just a quick check on here, just to make sure. Yeah, look at that, they've all gone yellow. Why has everything suddenly gone yellow? That's a bit strange, isn't it? I'm sure it was all green before. 7,294, so that's pretty good, isn't it? I don't know why these... Oh, I know. Of course I know why. I've stripped out all the garrisons, haven't I? Made them all yellow. Makes sense, doesn't it? Right, okay. Right, northern ships moving with the armies. Southern ships already got them to Harima. Lots of support here. Back on my trade route there, I've got the big boy protecting that one for me. So I think really it's looking good, isn't it? And in terms of the objectives, I think these are the objectives. I've got capture and hold 65, and I've currently got 30 out of 65, so almost half. And I've got to do it by 1876, and I think there are 24 turns to a year, because you get early and late months, don't you? So if there are 24 turns, then that is another 6 years, it looks like, because I'm in 1870. Mind you, I am approaching winter, so 6 times 24 is the same as 12 12s, which is 144. We did our 12 times tables when I was at school, so 144 turns ought to be enough to capture, I would have thought, another 35 territories, particularly when we're as powerful as we currently are. So right, okay, anyway, thanks for watching. Another long one, almost an hour.